Big eyes. Hey guys. I'm gonna just lower this mic. Welcome. It's episode 30 of Signal Boost. That's crazy.
Go. Hey, congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah, great job.
Thanks.
Cool.
Yeah, it's been like 10 months of Signal Boost. Isn't that crazy? How did that even happen?
You know, it started as just like a little project to just take up time while we were in between buildings, and now it's been 10 months.
Yeah, here we are.
Still between buildings.
Yeah. Oh, God, that's
okay.
depressing. That's fine, though.
At least I had something fun to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, welcome. It's Signal Boost. This is a Reno art and culture show that we do every week here at the Generator. And my name is Sprocket. I'm the communications director here.
I'm Erin. I'm the director of Impact.
See? Or maybe she's Alicia.
Oh no, I'm Alicia Dynamic, and I can't pull it off. I couldn't try. You know, her hair is more vibrant than mine. Everybody would know.
You know what the secret is? You go on Amazon and you get the color conditioner. That's Alicia told me that.
Really?
Yeah, I've been putting it in my hair to keep it the same color.
Well, I'm gonna try
It's a
it.
secret.
Yeah, I was just about to go into my bathroom and just chop it all the fuck off.
I know.
You know?
I
So
feel like that all the time.
it's just a hit or miss, really. Yeah, because every time I go to a hairdresser, it's not always successful.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I went to a hairdresser, at the end she's like, "I really don't like it. Do you want to come back tomorrow?" And this is after 6 hours of sitting there getting my hair dyed. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just never gonna do this again. And that was a couple months ago.
That's really.
No, that's
terrible.
okay, because hairdressers are they're like a person. When you find the right one, you
It's
stick
true.
with them. You drive 4 hours to have an appointment with them.
Yeah.
You know, so I just have to find my perfect person.
Can you open this?
Yeah, so shout out to Sarah Sue, who's been my hairdresser for like 7 years now.
Well, I like your hair color lately too.
Thanks.
It's looking really nice. Yeah.
Thanks.
It's time to go green, I guess.
Yeah. Well, okay, so it's the beginning of our show, Art and Culture Reno here. And this week we have Machine Gun Vendetta and also Kristine Palmer. She's back here.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Floating head.
But first we like to do what's new with you? What's new with you? Where we just talk about what's up with us. It's a little chance for us to check in with you guys. And you could always put in the chat what's new with you, and we'll talk with you about what's happening in your life. It's kind of like Linda Richmond Coffee Talk from SNL in the 90s. If you are a person that's 30
Coffee talk.
plus. Yeah.
Ooh, I like
Coffee
that.
talk.
Yeah.
So what's up with me is I went and did the zine making
Yeah.
at Holland, and that was really cool, and it was with Svetlana's rug art, which was amazing, and lots of fun people came and made zines, and now we're going to do another one on Friday at Coyote Supply Co. with me and Ray, and just come and make zines with us, please.
That sounds like fun, and I need more bar shampoo. Coyote Supply Company.
Oh,
They have all kinds of that stuff.
They do.
That's why I was thinking about doing a twofer, going down there.
Yeah,
getting
get
two-
something awesome, and
Yeah.
then you get to make art.
Yeah, because I think they do like all local stuff, and like been
Mhm.
trying to do less plastic,
Nice.
right? Like packaging.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's not that easy, but
It's
apparently
hard,
they have
it's
it, so
hard.
we'll check it out.
Yeah, zero waste life. It's
Yeah.
difficult.
And
yeah.
the zine is so much fun.
Yeah, and the
sitting
theme
and making art.
the theme this month is, or this quarter is magic, and that's fun.
Yeah.
Everyone needs more magic.
Yeah, desperately.
I just pulled up some of your art for the background for what's new
Oh,
with you.
there's me. That's me. Well, that is not actually me. But
I like the idea that it is you, though. You're like, this is
could
what I
be.
think I am, a bug
Yeah.
ship.
For real, though, that if I had to be anything, I guess I would transform into a bug rocket ship, and I wouldn't
Oh, yeah.
be here.
It matches my hair. I want to be this bug rocket ship.
Yeah. So I don't have we did a member social and a member meeting. I don't know if you guys talked about that last week. So that was fun to finally see some members. Was cool.
At the Virgil, which we'll talk about the Virgil later.
Yeah.
When we talk to Kristine Palmer. This is kind of my new favorite thing. I'm just like,
The invisible
yes.
guest.
There's an artist in the background.
It's building anticipation. That's what's
It's true.
happening. Yeah. So and and I put a thingy on my phone so that when I lose my phone in my house, I can beep it and find my phone.
A tile.
I'm actually really excited, and then I realized that it looked really ugly, so I put beads on it. Somehow
It's such an artist thing to do.
Somehow it really improved the whole thing, and now
I'm
also
How
musical.
does that not make you insane when you're on your phone? It's just like a clackety clack, and you're.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I need distractions at all moments in order to focus, so it works for me.
It's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Yeah, I even have a fidgeter in my pocket just because I need
I've been noticing that.
Yeah.
And it's hematite, right? So it's gonna...
Right. So it's magical, too.
Mm-hmm.
See? Yeah, it's all the things.
Maybe you want to write about it in the scene.
Maybe I'll just take a picture of...
Yeah, and then that'll go in the scene.
You know what I should do? I went to the river, because we go to the river every week, because by my child's school.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a bunch of rocks. And they all look really cool. They have, like, little crystals in them, you know, like, because they're just the stones. But I can't find for the life of me, like, what are these rocks? What's the thing, you know? So maybe I'll take a bunch of pictures of rocks.
Mm-hmm. And
then it'll also be, like, help me find out how do you...
Yeah, like what?
It's like the geology of...
Yeah, we have some geology friends.
or something?
Yeah.
I need a geology friend.
Yeah, I just reconnected with an ecology friend, which is always so exciting because you're like, tell me things. You know, it's like almost talking to like a magical creature.
Yeah.
They like have all this knowledge about the things around us, and then once you like gain the knowledge too, then you look at everything different. You know, it's fascinating.
Then you're magical. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that people are always like science and magic. It's very different, like spirituality and science,
What?
like two different kinds of brains.
No.
And I'm like, science is magic. Like,
yeah, well, you need to be really creative if you're a scientist, and you're like, wow, what's the function of the world and the universe? Like, you got to be creative thinking.
Yeah. Kristine, who's here watching the kids, is a scientist, and she's also magic. So that's what I'm
There
saying.
you go. So she's the embodiment of your point.
Yes.
I like that. Perfect.
Well, let's not keep Kristine waiting anymore.
Let's talk to the woman behind this woman.
So weird, guys. What even? All right. I'm gonna awkwardly shuffle the camera around. Yeah, because it's better when we're closer. Yeah, perfect. And then this is why every week I tell you we need an intern, and no one calls me or emails. If you want to become our intern,
It's happening. We're getting one. We're manifesting a human to help.
what do you think, everybody? Every viewer, tell me in the comments.
Have we talked about the paint job in this room with the viewers yet?
Like if they like it.
We just like want people to understand how cool it is in here. I don't know if we pointed it out to everybody yet.
Yeah, every week I'm like, it's Alicia's favorite color. I painted it my best friend's favorite color. Like,
All right, good. Fine. Okay.
Let's shut this door. My children are out there. And your children are out there.
Yes.
But your children are not. Art moms. It's us, art moms.
Hey, welcome.
Yeah.
Hi.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here.
Ooh, so many questions. Okay, first, can you introduce yourself?
My name's Kristine Palmer, and I'm a designer and illustrator, and I primarily work with watercolors
And botanicals.
and botanicals. Yes.
I read that in your Instagram.
Yes.
I was like, how do you identify botanical?
Like you like to paint botanicals?
Yeah, and I really love the plant magic behind it too, like the symbolism behind the plants. So like when I'm putting a botanical into the illustration, I do a lot of research onto like what it's represented like throughout history and
that's
magically.
cool.
So.
So what's like a plant that arrives a lot in your stuff? Like do you have something that's a favorite, or you're always looking at new things?
I love roses, so I do like
Okay,
I definitely pick those as a subject for my watercolor workshops
mhm,
often, and they're just universal. If you do magic, they're kind of a universal substitute, but also the whole love aspect is who can use love.
Yeah.
I feel like roses could feel very commercial, but I mean there is an innate sweetness and softness to them, and like they are very beautiful. I mean there's a reason why they're like the universal love thing.
Yeah.
They're really classic too, right? Like
Yes.
they've been around for a long time. People have been using them in a way for a long time too.
Yeah. And wild roses are like the coolest, and then like rose hips.
Yes.
I'm into it.
Rose hips, yeah. So are rose hips the rose after it's lost all the petals, or it's literally its own thing? Oh, it's like
and it like
a
looks like a little
stage?
orangey red berry.
yeah, like I've seen them, but I think to myself, is rose hips its own plant? No, it's
No,
just
it's
the
the
end
end.
of the rose life.
The end. But it's medicinal, and then you
Yeah.
harvest it and you do fun stuff.
They're like vitamin C or something, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I use it in teas a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like roses. My mom used to take pink roses and water and make an eye wash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it smelled nice too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're edible, so.
So what
Like
kind of
candied rose petals.
what kind of ways do you use roses? I'm super curious. I've seen a couple examples I think on Instagram.
In artwork.
Just what kind
Yeah.
of
I mean,
do
like-
you like making? Yeah.
I'll use them in like I like to do a lot of portraiture, so I'll use them like in a headdress.
Oh, I didn't even know you did that.
Nice.
Wait, so you will paint a portrait in watercolor?
Mhm.
I've never seen this.
What?
I know. I'm not.
I'll have to show you some for sure.
Yeah, portraits are pretty special. That's
I
cool.
love them. Originally that's what I started out doing was portraiture. I didn't think anyone would pay me for it, so that's when I went to school for graphic design. So it's kind of like I've come full circle.
Crazy. Where did you go to school?
TMCC.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Are you born and raised here?
No, I'm Southern California transplant when I was 4 years old.
Okay, so
Well, it kind of counts.
you're native. It's fine. Pretty much.
Maybe.
Yeah. That's cool. And then you went to TMCC for graphic design, even though you were already painting.
Yeah.
When did you start doing watercolors?
Well, when I was a child.
Nice.
When I was a little kid. But I found it again in high school, and then I stopped doing any artwork, probably for like a decade, because I had my first child and I just couldn't find the time.
Yeah.
And then rediscovered it again while I was in school for graphic design, and just kind of did it as a hobby. And then within probably these last few years is when it's really turned into like something that I've been able to teach to other people and use as an opportunity to earn some income and do the illustration aspect of it. So
That's
I'm
cool.
gonna creep over here and make this a little bit louder.
oh yeah, I'm not a very good voice projector.
I feel like it's the microphone's job to pick us up, so.
There we go. I have to be less loud. It's fine. That's crazy because I feel like I thought you were, I mean, you are, but like in my mind, you've been a professional artist for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's, perception's interesting. And you have, because you've done graphic design and you're doing things. But like, I just feel like, seemed like you had been like established here for a long time doing this work.
I like that reputation. It seems very professional, so.
And your stuff is so good,
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And okay, so you're teaching some classes. Right now you're teaching at TMCC.
Mm-hmm.
That's epic. So you're like teaching at your alma mater.
Yes, through the EPIC program.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's like adult ed. So anyone can take these classes. You don't have to like enroll in a degree program. They're and a lot of times too, they're done at night. So if you work a day job, it's easy to get to it after work.
Cool.
And so we're doing a fall botanicals right now, and that's in progress already. But there'll be a spring botanicals one too, I believe in April. So if anyone's interested, it should be already listed on the TMCC website.
Oh, that's cool. Is that like still life kind of stuff? You set up things in the classroom and work on?
No,
Or is it
I
different
usually
than
just
that?
do it with, like off of an image reference.
Oh, sure, okay, yeah.
Rather than like setting up, like if you had like an
Mhm.
art model or something.
Yeah,
like
there's
that.
different ways to do it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Man, maybe I should take that. Is it in person?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Cool. I just finished Speed Spanish at TMCC.
Ooh.
Yay.
Yeah, you're gonna do
Check
the
that
next
out.
one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spanish too.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, TMCC is great for that. Like, they have a
Mhm.
lot of continuing ed stuff that's accessible to all people. Nice. And then you're also doing your moon watercolor.
Mm-hmm. And that one is super approachable, very beginner friendly. Like, I would say like even if you're like 12 and up, you could probably come to this class.
Nice.
It's super fun, laid back, and it's through Atelier in Reno, and
I don't know what that is.
they are down on Dickerson Road, and they host a lot of workshops, and then they also have a little retail space where they sell some art supplies.
I follow them on Instagram. Yeah, they do like classes, different kinds of things. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Dickerson is
wreath
awesome.
making and
Mm-hmm.
watercolor classes and
Do they have like a ice dyeing maybe one time?
probably like all kinds of like get your hands dirty and get creative kind of workshops. So
Cool. What about your eye one?
that's also through Atelier, but it's going to be virtual. So if you go to the Atelier, which is ATELIER in Reno website, you should be able to sign up for both of those. And the cool thing about teaching virtually is I get people from all over the world attending. It's amazing. Like I've had a woman from Chile
Whoa.
taking watercolor class. It was so cool. Yeah.
And then if you're a student, you're like in it, you know, like there's also, I mean, it's cool for you as an instructor, but then it's so rad as like the person that gets to be there with people all over the world.
Yes.
You know, just nerding out on that.
It's one of the perks about moving everything into the online platform.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, more accessibility for everybody, you know, or just different options. Sounds like you do in-class stuff and virtual stuff.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
And then you're also doing some other things with the good Reverend.
Yeah.
Oh my, is that so?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know how much you want to go into it, but I just saw that there's confessions that are happening at church, and Whisper will be happening this Sunday.
So have you guys talked about the Whisper?
Yeah, we've
Yeah?
had
Okay.
We've had the Reverend on before.
Awesome. Okay, so there's a basis happening. So my character is Hermosa, and I do not speak. So if you're worried about coming to give me your confessions, mum's the word. I do not talk to you. So you sit with me in my room and you confess.
Wow.
And then I have this old like 1930s royal typewriter, and I type up an intuitive message
Wow.
as a takeaway for you.
Nice.
And I also like sometimes bring my oracle cards, and I'll pull some cards, and
Mhm.
that just like helps with the intuitive reading
Mhm.
aspect of it. Yeah,
Have
Ooh,
you?
very magical.
it's
Yes.
cool. It's
Mhm.
fun.
I don't want to expose anyone's confessions, but I'm just wondering so much about it. Like, how many times have you? This is the second time you've done it.
I've done it.
Confessions?
Well, we've only done it one time
Okay.
so far. So yes, this upcoming Sunday will be my second time doing it.
And that's at the Virgil. What
Mhm.
time is service?
So the doors open at 10, service is at 11. So if you do want to give confession, I would definitely come between that 10 to 11 time frame.
Gotta get up. You know, it's not that early, folks.
Because sometimes there's an event afterwards and they kind of boot us out of the space.
Okay.
You know, we can't hang out all day listening to people's confessions as much as I would love to.
Was there any themes that happened last time? Is there what was the vibe? How many confessions did you get?
I want to say at least like 6 or 7 people were willing to confess
Wow.
to me. And I would say like thematically, it's just like a lot of being misunderstood, you know, just people just want to be heard kind of thing.
Mhm.
Like you maybe feel like you're not being seen. So I feel like it's just the human condition.
Yeah, but it's got to be healing because then you do these intuitive
Mhm.
responses and they get to feel seen.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful.
And just to have someone sit there and listen to you. Like, I mean, we all need that from time to time, so.
That's true. That would make me really nervous.
Well, it's kind of nice they don't respond too, so you're just like holding space for people,
Mhm.
you know.
How did you develop that character?
It's been like a process for sure. Like initially, I wanted to get involved just because I liked the title High Priestess.
Fair. Super fair.
It's like I just want someone to call me a High Priestess.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But then as I got more into it and just like, you know, over the past couple of years, just my own spiritual progression of things and like things that have happened along my path in terms of like readings that I've had, and I just have like picked and pulled from every aspect of it to just kind of put it all together into something that like I want to embody and I want to give back to the community in that way that I also know is like kind of my little superpower too. So
That's really cool.
yeah.
And it's also like performance and art and part
Yes.
of a bigger project and stuff,
Mhm.
right? So it just feels really like cool.
It's been really good for me too, like, because normally I'm super shy and bashful, so like, and I still kind of am, you know, to be like up there and people staring at you is a little awkward.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So it's been like a healing, cathartic thing for me too, to just learn like, this is all a cosmic joke, you know, like
Mhm.
all of this is all a big performance, right?
And it's nice that you don't have to speak, so you don't really have to perform. You just have to be there. You just have to be present. That's cool. When you're getting these intuitive readings, are they like a download? Do you feel like you know do you feel a certain way about it when it's happening?
I just go with whatever pops in my head while they're telling me their story, and I'll pull a card. And
Baby life.
Art moms.
Yeah, so art moms.
I'll pull a card and just and it's really interesting because usually the card matches the energy of whatever the person is telling me, and so sometimes the visual element of the card that I pull will help me formulate what I want to say to them, and I like to end it in a question too, like almost like, if you thought about it this way, does this change your perspective on what you just told me, kind of thing, like just give you something to consider as you walk away. Nice. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, I kind of want to show up on Sunday.
You should.
Yeah, we'll see how I got a lot going on Saturday, but we'll see how it goes.
Is it in the same place every time?
Yeah.
Every second Sunday at the Virgil.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But that's how we finally met, even though we've been friends for a really long time on Instagram. I went to the ice cream social for Whisper. Yeah. And then now we're connected.
The Reciprocity Roundabout Bar and Dice Hall.
Yeah. I love that Elliot, my daughter, just calls Eric Brooks the churchman. She's like, churchman.
Churchman.
It's great.
Yeah, she's like, churchman gave me Klondike bars that one time. I'm like, yeah. It's a weird thing we got going on. Well, all of that's really cool. I love that. So, do you put your spirituality and like your witchiness? I mean, obviously the botanicals, I feel like that's the vibe too. But do you feel like other ways that comes through in all of the art that you do? And then you also do graphic design. Oh, I should have brought the bandana that you made.
I have one too. I didn't bring anything.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, that would have been a good idea.
But something abundance. What is it?
I give you abundance.
Give you abundance.
Yes.
Yeah, she made some really cool bandanas for Whisper, which is this artsy church project that's happening.
And I have like kind of free reign. Like we collaborate on what we put out, but it's been super amazing to be able to just kind of run with that. And so I will like incorporate more of that like symbolism and witchy stuff into the Whisper stuff, just because it's like the kind of work I want to put out. Like it's my passion project too, a little bit in that regard. So, but yeah, in client work, it just depends on the vibe of the client, like what they were after. You know, I can keep it very PC if they need me be. But
Yeah, you just did that logo too for the golf art thing at Red, whatever. Yeah,
For the love of art.
Yeah, that was great. I felt like it still had a witchy vibe to it.
I was going for like those like old like Aphrodite Greek-esque statues and love. See, it's just like always symbolism. It always like it's all connected. It always just like circles back.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely I can't get away from it. It's just like ingrained in my personality. So
it's good.
It's always there.
All of your art really has a presence to it and a weight to it. You know, it feels like a real tangible thing. Versus like sometimes art is just more of like a fun. You know what I mean? And that's fine too, and valid, right? They're both valid, but they're just a different kind of vibe. Yeah.
You're more intentional about what you're trying to put out.
Oh, I'm glad you picked up on that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Just compliments. Okay, so if people are looking for stuff, because we're going to the holidays, and you do portraits, which now I'm like, how am I fucking portrait? Can people get stuff from you for the holidays? Do you have stuff? Are you going to do any craft shows?
Like, I am going to be at the High Desert Art and Craft Fair at
Us too.
the Holland Project both days. So, yeah, definitely come find me there. And that one's a fun one for me too, because you know normally all year I'm doing just illustration work, so it's very like flat. So when I do the High Desert, I like to paint ornaments. I like to do floral specimens. This year I like trimmed a bunch of grapevines from my garden and like dried them, and I'm gonna make like these rustic wreath things.
I will take 12.
Yeah. I probably only have 12. Like this is limited run, limited edition.
But like, how many can you fit on this wall? Ooh, yes. Sorry. Just imagine. This is literally what happens every time we have somebody on. I'm like, I'm gonna buy all of your stuff.
That would be a really cool installation.
No, yeah, I can see it.
If we could get like a piece of art from all people.
It's like, but then it becomes weird. We don't want it to be like, if you're gonna be on Sigma Boost, you have to bring art. like for the wall. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, okay, cool. So that's at the Holland Project. That's December 4th and 5th, I believe. Yeah. Ornaments and all that stuff. What if somebody wants to commission you? Is there enough time?
It's possible.
Okay.
Yeah, it's tight. It's tight right now. We're already like mid-November at this point.
Yeah. How did that happen so fast, guys?
I know.
We were just doing Halloween stuff like a second ago.
Yeah. I want Halloween to be 3 months long. And then
Yes.
I want
Yes.
this winter season to be like, or
2
maybe
weeks.
just like,
Yeah.
Yeah. No, once it's post whatever, the like Festivus season, you know, at the end of December, I'm like, I'm done. Like, I don't want to do anything. Like, we're going to do this for another 2.5 months. Like, no thanks. That's kind of why I actually made the flea market in February, so I had like something to pull me through January so I didn't die. Which has like been really helpful.
I'm glad. You're 5 years in now. You haven't died yet.
Yes.
Light
That's
at the
perfect.
end of the tunnel. That's
Yeah.
very smart.
I hope that other people are inspired to make really unwieldy art things in February to keep them going through January. You know, that's all. That's my PSA.
It's a good idea. Avoid that like seasonal depression period by making art.
Yeah, I mean, you don't avoid it, but you're like, you don't go into the void completely.
Like I want the hibernation mode. I want to like shut down and have everyone
I
just
know.
kind of leave me alone
But
for
that
like
doesn't-
a month. But it never happened.
Yeah.
Maybe I want to be left alone.
I know.
That
It's
sounds
like
amazing. Oh my
Art
god.
moms.
Yeah, our moms just dreaming about it. I actually have been like low key scheming. I'm like, could I get enough people together to split like a really nice apartment in Midtown, and we all just like get it for one night a month. Like, oh my god, and it's nice and it's clean. You never have children in there. It smells good. There's music.
Oh,
Yeah, the fridge is stocked with like high end things that children wouldn't eat.
full bottles of wine.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
That sounds dreamy.
yeah. We have a cleaning service come in.
And
We do
just like
nothing.
floor pillows everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. It's just beautiful. You take gorgeous selfies. Maybe that's all you do. You eat charcuterie and take good selfies
Yeah.
and sleep.
And nap.
Yeah, yeah. It's the dream. I think if there's enough of us, we could do this.
It's like, gotta be like a collective.
Yeah, and maybe we don't even talk about it. Just pretend I never said anything. No one knows the address.
Certainly don't tell the kids.
Yeah. Well, no. Like, mom's just gonna go away for a while. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's my current dream. Sorry, getting really sidetracked.
That's a good dream.
Yeah. Our moms. Well, and you've been a mom for a really long time, which is super impressive. Yeah. I'm like, sorry.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, what else? Any other things you want to tell the people?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head. So my website is mrskristinepalmer, MissKristinePalmer.com. And you can definitely find me on there to follow all my socials and just see sign up for my newsletter so I can email about any pop-up shops that are going on. And
Oh, that's a good idea, because you got a lot. You're always doing
Yeah.
shows and you're always doing side projects.
and sometimes I'm really bad about posting until like the last minute, so.
Yeah. Well, I followed your Instagram. That's how I learned all the things.
Awesome.
So, yeah. Cool. Well, thanks so much for being on the show.
Yeah, so nice to hang with you.
Yeah, and maybe we'll have a secret hideaway one day.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we're manifesting it now.
Yeah,
It's
you
starting to smell
planted
it.
the seed, so
Mhm.
it's gonna grow.
We're gonna do an awkward camera change because this is how this works.
Oh.
That's
Do I go
fine.
back
It's
to the
fine.
chair?
Yeah. How's it going, viewers? How you doing? We switched back to this camera mode. Also, if you're wondering where Alicia is, she's in Vancouver at the Lumiere Festival.
Doing art stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
another
just being
art
an
mom.
artist.
Badass art moms, y'all.
Yeah, did she take Merlin with her?
Yes,
Fun.
she did.
Fun.
But she doesn't want to. Well, whatever. She's trying to get some breaks too. So other cool things that we're going to talk about and I want to go into is Machine Gun Vendetta came and we did an interview with them. Oh, the ring light, guys. It's right here. Da-da-da. Sorry.
There's the ring light.
It's just like, why? It's
Just
fine.
Scoot the camera over. Oh,
Yeah.
You got it.
And they're really great because they are also part of like Charged Heart Productions. They're like a videography, photography crew, and they've been helping us we're going to be doing a big Giving Tuesday campaign about our youth programs.
Mhm.
If you don't already know, we do free programs every Friday with the Rise Our Place shelter. And we want to do more programs for kids, free and not free. You know, just more good STEM programs for children. So,
Good stuff.
yeah. They're helping us make that video. But they're also, a bunch of them are in Machine Gun Vendetta. And I interviewed them because they're releasing a new song and they're having a show on Saturday.
Cool.
So let's see if I can pull this up. Do-do-do. It exists. It's over here somewhere. Usually Alicia helps me with this part, so I'm just going to be like...
I'm really impressed that you're doing this all on your own today.
Thanks. I'm not alone. You're here.
Oh yeah, no, I'm here. I am definitely contributing.
You are. Look, there it is. Ta-da! Okay.
Boom.
Scott and Adam. Machine Gun Vendetta. Look, I'm already laughing. It's my MO. Okay. There you go, guys. Hold on, I gotta make the sound work. It's gonna happen though. Just give me 1 second here. Why? Oh, I can run it this way. How's it going?
Good.
I'm really stoked that you guys are here, and I'm excited for your show on Saturday. Will you introduce yourself to the Signal Boost viewers?
Yeah, well, first of all, thanks for having us. Thanks to the generator as well. I'm Scott. This is Adam. I play drums.
Oh, I play bass and vocals.
I do vocals too. Machine Gun Vendetta. Been around since '04. That was the original start of it.
That's a long time.
Yeah, so we're celebrating. We're coming up. I think January is going to be 17 years.
What?
If I got my math right.
Yeah. You guys have been both in the band that
Me
long?
and him, yeah.
Yeah.
We started the band.
Wow, and you're still friends and making music together?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
There's moments we hate each other, but
How long have you guys known each other?
oh gosh,
We knew each other in high school.
we graduated the same class actually.
Yeah.
Wow. In Reno?
Yeah, we hung out some in high school, and then when we pretty much right after we got out of high school, I heard
It was even a little
in band.
before that with
Yeah, he was in a band looking for a bass player.
yeah, like senior year, that kind of thing. Maybe even pieces of junior year too. Maybe, I don't know, it was a long time
Well, that
ago.
was you. I didn't join until after high school.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We started off in a band
Well.
called Federal Epidemic.
Oh jeez. That never got off the ground, unfortunately. But
Yeah. Okay.
here
Well,
we are.
I mean, that's super impressive, and the fact that you're both in Reno and that you're both friends, like still, and you're still making music is kind of blowing me away. Even as like two friends that I still talk to from high school, that's it. But and you still like love Reno. Obviously, you're still here, so
Yeah, a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, I
Some
mean,
things are frustrating about it, is like housing, especially
yeah.
housing costs. But I mean, it's a great location. It's surrounded by a bunch of great places.
yeah, that's
That's why I'm here.
I can attest to that as well, actually, too. I like Reno. Actually, I love Reno. It's home. I like that you can kind of travel, 45 minutes in any direction and, go to the mountains or something like that. It's just like, in the vicinity. Plus, good thing about Reno, too, when it comes to touring, it's a good, like, central of the West almost, right? So you can do kind of like these loops where you can go down to Vegas and shoot down to, like, New Mex and Arizona and up through Cali and then, find yourself in the Northwest and then, you're 6 hours from Boise, going through kind of like the boring part of Nevada, but.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's why Northern Nevada is like way cooler. I feel like than Vegas too. Just saying. I mean, one of the best.
Vegas is fun to visit, but it's fucking miserable down there. In the winter, it's hard to sleep because it's so hot.
Yeah, I'm not about it. Well, tell me more about your band. Like, what kind of sound is it? How many records have you put out? All fast.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I guess I'll start this one. So I've been around since '04. I believe later that year, or shortly after, we found a guy that we did a record with, and it was like a demo, very, very preliminary demo. Never went out or anything like that. We're still trying to figure out what to do as musicians at that point. We were just, babies, I guess. And then, as time went along, we found Humblebee Records in like 2008. They had a place over on Gentry. Did another little record. We're actually, started getting into like Photoshop design and things like that at that point in time, and kind of put together a little cover and back to it and stuff like that.
Those were all basically recorded when we had two different members. We had a different guitar player and a lead vocalist, and kind of recorded them and then didn't really do anything with them. But then 2011, with our new guitar player Jim, well, not new, he's been with us like 10 years or something like that. But in 2011, we went on our first tour. We tried to go for 2 months, but we got to Austin, Texas, and got all our gear stolen.
Oh no.
Yeah, the trailer was.
Yeah, that was in 2011. So after that 2008 demo, which I actually found on a hard drive not too long ago, and I was stoked because I was able to listen to all the songs again. It's like, oh wow, actually it's not that bad, you know, all things considered, you know, us being babies at that point in time and everything. So fast forward 2011, we went down to Sacramento, a place called The Hangar. Really cool recording studio, and worked with a guy named Robert Cheek, and he engineered us and everything. And
recorded an album with Kanye. Just throwing that out.
Man.
and it was a really cool place. I guess the Shriners owned it in the 80s. Had a skate ramp, had a full kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we just pretty much locked ourselves in there for like 5 or 6 days. I think 5 and like a half day or something. And then, you know, all said and done, we came out with our 2011 release. Was our first record with Jim on it. Was Problematic Weapon. That was 2011.
And that's when I took over his vocals.
He took over vocals.
Cool.
Lead vocals. Shortly after, we had another member, Nick Jones, join the band as a second and lead guitar player. And then we cut a 2013 demo over at, place is still there, Dogwater Studios, with our buddy Dick Spagnola, who we love and adore, and always does a great job.
That was back in like the beginning of his career at his old place.
Nice.
That's
where Worst Little Podcast.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's where that goes. Yep. And then there was quite a span between us recording any sort of record. Since then, we had a lot of problems, a lot of ups and downs. Let me think here. We kind of had to reformulate ourselves, and you know, ever since, we've just been writing these songs that are actually on this record. There are a few songs on this record that have been in the works for 5, 6, hell, maybe even 7 years.
Wow.
So they've just been getting like refined and things through time. And then we're coming up on this release too. So
we wrote like the other half of the album in like a year, and then just went in and recorded them all.
You know,
So it's like an 8-year span of songs, but some of them were like in a year, and some of them were like a long time.
yeah, some of them, you know, a good amount of them. I wouldn't say the whole record by any means, but we've been playing live for a few years. But now we finally have them done in the studio. You know, we got some mastering done by a guy at Portland. I believe his name was Brad Boatwright with Audio Siege Engineering. He's done some big people too, and it was just referred to us actually by a local band in Reno here, Dissidents,
Nice.
close friends of ours, and yeah, it just turned out killer, and we're excited
We
for it.
recorded it at Dogwater Studios again with Rick, and you can from 2013 to now, like his skills have fine-tuned.
It's crazy,
like,
and
it
it's
sounds really fucking good.
That's awesome.
I'm really impressed with the quality.
Yeah, and it goes with your skill set too, right? Like you guys probably got way better as a band and
Absolutely.
musicians. So
Right.
very true. Yep.
Well, what kind of like, if you were going to describe the band, which I'm sure is difficult for anybody to like have to label their art or whatever, but like what would you say about it? Like what kind
Like
of vibes?
influences.
Yeah, just like
sort
if
of
someone
thing.
came to your show, like what can they expect?
It's really kind of like a mix of a bunch of different types of punk rock. Like he's really into kind of like gutter thrash punk. I'm really into like 90s skate punk and
Nice.
I kind of gravitate more towards like the street feel.
street. That's what I meant. Not
Our old singer Aaron, which I'll say in a little bit, but one of his big influences was like Bad Religion.
Cool.
So it's kind of in those lines of like that, you know, 90s to late 90s to hell. I even influences from like late 80s bands like the Subhumans and things like that, you know. But yeah, sort of like that. I guess if I was gonna name like 5 or 6 bands that we sound like all blended together, I mean, I think it'd be like a Bad Religion, Good Riddance, Anti-Flag, Against All Authority, Unseen, RKL combo or something. I don't know. That was hard. I can't believe I said that cohesively, but.
So like, kind of fast, kind of political, kind of skate.
Yeah, definitely
That makes
upbeat. Definitely upbeat.
Political, definitely upbeat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're not as good as any of those bands, by the way, but.
So what's happening this Saturday? What's the big?
Oh man, it's so hard to talk about it without giving it all away.
You could be super cryptic if you want.
Because I really don't want to give a whole lot away. You want me to go first? You want to start?
Well, I mean, we're releasing a music video this was it Friday?
Yeah.
And,
So
we're
yeah.
having a show to go along with it, and a lot of the performance in the show pertains to the video, and there's a lot of comedy involved, and our old singer joined with us too to do the video and the performance. So.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's kind of the funny part, and it kind of brings it full circle in a sense. So yeah, first record 8 years. We're dropping the single, for streaming, like the actual, music file, as well as the video on Friday the 12th, November 12th, this Friday. I tried to actually get the club for the same night, but it didn't work out. It was busy, but he goes, hey, next night, Saturday's open. I go,
Don't look on Friday.
grab
Don't
it.
actually look. Wait until Saturday.
The name of the single, by the way, is Dirty Politician.
Cool.
Dirty the Politician's the name of the single. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a great time, dude. We have a lot of things planned as far as like decorating. We do have some surprises. I think it's definitely going to be more of a performance than it is just come to the punk rock show. You know what I mean? It's going to be more of like a showcase thing. We have some things set up, and I hope they all go off right, and choreographed just perfect because we want it to go. We've been practicing for this. We've built certain props for this.
Man, you got it all out. I mean, it's the first record in 8 years, right? So you gotta go hard. When is the rest of the record gonna drop? Are you gonna do it slowly over time with like some singles?
So exactly right, Jesse. We're gonna do the one.
We don't have a hard date, but probably very early next year.
Okay, cool.
As far as the whole record dropping, so we had the idea of dropping this single, obviously, doing one more single, hopefully by the end of the year, and then sometime early 2022 we'll drop the whole thing. We just gotta get together and figure out a date that works and coincides with what we need it to, and things like that.
Are you doing only digital, or are you gonna have any analog version of the album?
Good question. So yes, digital, all platforms, obviously. We are going to press a little bit of CDs. I know you wanted to do that. We got to do a few physical copies.
There's just a national backlog, so.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. We have the audio masters cut for vinyl, ready to go, just sitting there. I've actually done all the artwork for the 12-inch record too, so that's ready to go. It's just it's the plants being backed up, and vinyl is expensive to press. It very much is so.
Yeah, I just every time will totally get the vinyl. I'm like such a old school person.
Oh, believe me, I want to so bad. Yeah. I do. Maybe in the future it'll happen, but we'll for the time being.
A secret desire to like get a nice turntable and make like a listening, little listening library here.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Dude, I've always wanted a turntable myself, dude. That's very cool.
It's hard to find record players these days. I think they're starting to do it more and more because it's coming back as a nostalgia thing, but
yeah, you can get them. I've gone through like 3 because I have small children and they break them.
Oh no, yeah.
Well,
definitely
cool.
true.
Is there anything else you want the people to know about the show? Oh, and it's Alturas in the cellar.
Yeah, Alturas at the cellar stage. It's in the basement. It's a really cool venue, put together really well. The sound's great. Just the atmosphere in general is really great. It's going to be, Saturday, November 13th. Doors are at 8 o'clock. We're going to have the first band kick off at 9, which is Grime Dog. Love those guys. Followed by, I believe they're out of Carson. I know Andy lives in Carson, but Last One Down. Last One Down's going to join us. And then sometime around the between the 10:30 and 11 mark is going to be the MGV. We're actually going to premiere the video on the big screen. We have a whole kind of screen thing set up so that we can air it for everybody. I'm hoping most everybody catches it the day before, but for those that don't, or those just to watch it over, we're going to air it before our set on Saturday.
Yeah, I want to see it. I mean, I've already gotten to see a couple little clips, but I want to see it in part of the performance at the event.
And we're actually still finishing it up, but it's almost just right there, or just final touches. And also, one more thing I want to mention too, I want to thank Estebo and Mark, and also, Andrew, Mike, they know who they are, and just Charge Heart Productions, honestly, for helping us make this video happen. Special thanks to Aaron Hillis, and Max and Mark, once again, they star in the video itself. It's going to be hilarious. We laugh at it every time we go through it, and I've probably heard the song and seen the video 150, 200 times going through it. We all know how editing goes, right? But, Charge Heart Productions, which lately Estebo made us a part of, me and Adam. So just saying that out there, and we've done some good work, and we work really hard, and I just want people to laugh and enjoy it, and just be stoked and just really leave Saturday night just being like, wow, those guys really kicked ass, dude. I had a really good fucking time tonight, you know, sort of thing.
That's gonna happen. As you've put so much energy and like love and care into it, I've already like heard so much about it since we started like doing generator stuff not that long ago. So
Really?
I'm sure it's like gonna be amazing.
I hope
and the
so.
whole event's gonna be really
You know,
Yeah, I feel like the performance, the whole show is going to be just a fun time.
Yeah.
Special thanks to Dennis McDonald, who you know, does the sound and booking and probably most everything else over at the the El Toros Bar, the cellar there. Special thanks to him. He let us shoot the performance part of the video actually in that basement. I won't give any more away than that.
What, is there a cover?
Oh, the cover, yes, it's $10.
Cool.
$10 cover.
3 dope bands, and like, it's gonna be an experience.
It's gonna be fun. I want everybody to leave there with a smile. Absolutely. And we also just lately I heard we have Pink Taco. The taco truck is gonna be joining us for the event as well. So if y'all haven't eaten, I'm excited. I seen their pink tacos online. I was like, I gotta try those. So
Yeah, I've had it before. It's good.
it's good stuff. All
yeah,
right.
I'm hungry, and come stoked because it's gonna be a great show.
Dude,
Well, yeah.
Thanks so much.
absolutely.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
And
Thank you for
I'm
having us,
excited.
Jesse.
Yeah, I'm excited. Is it cool if I film a little bit on Saturday?
Yeah.
I don't have any
Why not?
objection to it.
All right, cool. So next
Yeah.
week, if you can't make it, I'll film a little bit. So you can
We're totally here. We've been here the whole time.
It's fine. You know, part
Yeah.
of the fun about it being live is that it's all crazy.
Business. What is the business here?
It's echoing us now. Hey guys. Yeah, so Machine Gun Vendetta, that show is this Saturday at El Toros down in the cellar. I've never been there, so it sounds creepy, but I've heard it's actually cool.
Down in the cellar.
It's in the cellar.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's gonna be a whole performance thing. I've heard that things might explode. It's gonna be crazy.
That's reasons to go.
Yeah, when's the last time you went to a real insane punk show? You should definitely do it, and I'll be there recording, and you can be on camera.
Oh, you'll make him into a star.
Yeah.
You're creating stars.
Yeah. Did you see the episode where we were at the bar and then the guy played the harmonica?
Yes.
We'll let you be on we'll let you. You can come and be on the show.
Yeah, this is your show too.
Yeah, it's everyone's show. We just pick people at random based on the fact that they're doing stuff.
Yeah.
You know what else is happening is the Native American Heritage Month show at Potentialist. And
Ooh.
X was on the show 2 weeks ago talking about it. And now it's finally here. So that's happening Saturday. That starts at 1, and the open mic is at 2. So you could do that, and then you could go later to the Machine Gun Vendetta show at 9. And then later in the night is the Pink Party at Faces, which I will definitely be at, in a clown costume, as is my new thing. And
Do you have like a clown name?
Not yet.
Okay, all right.
I'm thinking about Rawhide or Ratchet, and I kind of almost like Howdy. Like Howdy Do. Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
No, I like that. That's cool.
But I'm open to suggestions, so hit me up in the chat if you have any suggestions
Howdy
of what my
Rawhide.
rodeo clown name should be.
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna start a lassoing.
Yes, that's,
Yeah,
I
okay.
want to do that.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm, mhm,
Rope tricks. Oh, and tomorrow night I'm going to Hell's a Poppin' Circus at Virginia Street Brewhouse.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, and they all of their backdrops are painted by one of our painters here at the Generator, Kilbuck, who is like a famous circus sign painter.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Yeah.
All those pieces were hanging in our space for a bunch of months. I was wondering.
And now that circus is from Florida, and they're on tour, Florida, and they're gonna be here tomorrow.
I love the circus, man.
Yeah, you should come.
I should come.
7 to 11.
Okay.
You can do it.
Yeah. The only thing that stops me is my memory and my will.
It's
like-
dark. No, seriously. Yeah. Earlier today, when Kilbuck was like, "Oh, I'm putting you on the guest list," I was like, "Okay."
Commit. Don't forget.
Like I want to, but it's hard. And when you have kids and you're up at like 5 a.m. like getting them ready for school, by the time it's 5 p.m. you're like, yeah.
But you show up. You show up a lot.
Thanks.
You go to people's
I
stuff.
try.
Yeah.
I really do.
And there's a lot of fun stuff that happens in Reno.
Oh yeah,
You know? Like, there's so
Reno's
many
the
things.
bomb.
Quirky, cool, dark, scary,
Yeah,
whatever you
yeah,
need. Yeah. Clowny.
All right, let's roll into the Instagram roundup because we've only got 9 minutes, y'all. I hope you liked that interview with Machine Gun. Thanks for liking the stream. Natalie, I think, yeah. Okay, Instagram roundup.
Instagram. We need a little.
I know. I also really want a theme song.
Yeah, I know. Well, when we set up the audio recording booth at the generator in that empty office that has no business,
Yes.
man, we're gonna just be making new songs for everything.
I know, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna bring my banjo. It's gonna be so fun.
What?
Ding 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 ding. I know, I'm gonna.
Do you play the banjo?
I mean, sort of.
Or you can hold it in.
I've been playing it kind of for like
Right down.
3 years now.
Hey, okay, I think that's.
But you know what? I stopped playing it during the pandemic, obviously.
Oh yeah.
So it's been really hard because I haven't been taking lessons, and then it's less motivation for practicing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I actually need a new banjo instructor if anybody's out there in the inner whatever it is out there in the interwebs.
I think we should just start a bluegrass jam or something and just have
Yes,
people
I
come.
play the washboard very well. I will say. Okay, so I just thought this was cool. This is Geiger Grade Road getting built in the early 1900s. Isn't that crazy to think about? That road is sketchy. I've just been really into showing like old school Nevada photos lately.
I like seeing it. I think it's really weird
Yeah.
and interesting
mud-
and spooky.
Mud wagon. I know, look
Mud
at
wagon.
this. I love where we live, guys. I don't know if you know, but the Wild West, man. We're out here doing it. Ooh, this one. Ugh, this food is so good. Has anyone been here yet? I'm sure you have, because this restaurant's been around for a while. Estella?
Is that the one down the street from, or by the river? No, where is that?
Yeah, I think it's on 4th Street.
Yeah.
It just came up in my feed, and I was like, oh my god, look at these tacos.
Yummy.
Sometimes you gotta share the local food.
And then eat the local
I
food.
know. I want to go there and let you know how it is. It's the Performing Arts Grant. We actually talked about this when we interviewed Sierra Arts, and they were saying that it was going to come up. They have like different kinds of grants for different types of art a few times a year, and right now it's Performing Arts. And you know what? It's $1,000, and it's for locals. And I know people get really intimidated by grant stuff, but I'm telling you, just apply. You're probably going to get it. I got a grant from Sierra Arts. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a grant not too long ago because I was the only person to apply.
Nice.
Yeah, like, you know what?
Yeah.
It happens.
Do
And
it.
it's also good practice, you know?
It's
Like,
true.
maybe you don't get it this time, but then you're already got all the work done for next year.
Yeah, then your resume is ready to go, and you got your all the stuff you need.
Yeah.
Theater, music, and dance. Do it.
Fun. It makes me want to be a dancer. It's like I see these things and I'm like, ooh, I could be a performer. What would I do? And then I'm not, so I'm not going to apply. But it's inspiring.
Maybe you should though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I like doing walks. But it's not performance, it's just me walking.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
that's all I
It
really
can be.
yeah.
You don't know. Art mom walking. What else we got? Oh, I forget what their acronym stands for, but they are doing this thing. It's like Northern Nevada Immigration or International Center. Yeah, they're really awesome, and they do a bunch of things with immigrants who are moving to this area and helping to get them placed and have different resources and stuff. And one of the things that they do is this like Algerian youth leadership program, and they're looking for places to house the like exchange students.
Cool.
So if you're into that, and that's going to be in June, so you have some time to think about it and get your home ready. But it's a really cool opportunity to house a young leader from a different place and show them our stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. Ooh, new Vinyasa Flow is happening at Biggest Little Baby, which used to be the Nurturing Nest. And that's, Vinyasa is great. Go in the flow. It's a $10 drop-in, super easy and low-key.
$10, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Battle of the Turkey Drive?
Yeah. 40 Mile Saloon, you drop off a turkey and you get a free pint of beer. We were there, we filmed at 40 Mile when we talked with Nick Ramirez about Merry Anarchy. You might remember that episode. That bar is really a great little dive on South Virginia, and you should go over there and drop off a turkey and get a beer. Ugh, I really wish I had time to go to Churchill Arts. I don't know, it's Oates Park. If you've ever been there, it's all the way out in Fallon, which is not that far, but you have to make a plan.
It's a commitment.
Yeah. This show is actually closing on Saturday, and it just looks so cool. I really wish I could go. And their entire like gallery is so gorgeous. It's like an old school, and it's got a theater, and they have a lot of really cool art that's there permanently as well. And yeah, this show just looks really dope. I love it. I love soft sculpture. It just makes you want to like touch it.
Of course, and put it. I actually want to put my face on it usually,
Yes.
which is like really weird.
Nate Clark's sculptural nets. Yeah, and then this like I don't the shapes. So go to Fallon. Fallon's great. Clothes donations. Sorry, I'm like looking around the microphone, guys. I'm just like here. Laundry for the people. Laundry to the people. I love these guys. They do laundry for houseless people every week, and right now they're doing a warm clothing drive. So
Cool.
make sure to donate your warm clothes. Oh, here's another one. The young refugees in the community need mentors. So that's the same from the Northern Nevada International Center. I've been really about them lately. I feel like they're a strong need. So
Yeah, that's really cool.
yeah, become a mentor. I feel like, side note, cute story from today, but when I picked up my daughter from school, it's at the same time that the middle schoolers get picked up. And this middle school student just like looked at me and was like, "You're so cool. Your outfit's so cool. Pretend that I'm like an entire screaming crowd like clapping for you because you're awesome." And it was like the sweetest. I like just like
my whole life.
I was like, "Are you even speaking to me?" Like it was so sweet, and so that just makes me. I'm like, maybe I should be a mentor of that like cool punk rock 8th grader. I don't know, man.
Yeah, you could get that all the time and give it back
So
too.
sweet.
That's pretty awesome.
I know.
That's
I
like
was
a whole day.
oh my
of
God.
awesomeness.
Yeah, it was amazing. So become a mentor. You never know who you're gonna inspire. Riverside Farmers Market Holiday Bazaar. Angie Terrell, who was on last episode, she will be there with her cool stuff that she always has.
Love that market.
Yeah,
anyway.
it's so good. 50
Those
local
are so
artisans. Great place to go. Saturday, November 20th to get your Christmas stuff done in one day.
Oh my gosh.
All local artisans.
November 20th is already this weekend? Next weekend?
Next weekend.
Oh gosh, this whole season is just flying by.
No, it's terrifying.
I gotta buy everything now.
Yeah. So go to there and buy everything from local artisans, and then go to the High Desert Arts and Crafts.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally where I get all of my stuff every year. I'm so like, it's not even being lazy. It's being amazing because you're like,
Yeah,
local.
and you're supporting everybody, you know. Like, I
Yeah.
could go on Amazon, but why?
Yeah, no.
I like walking around and buying things.
Yeah, so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Last thing, I don't know if I shared this last week or not, but I'm obsessed
I
with
saw
this
that.
giant tumbleweed. It's so good.
That is its own installation. Let's get that. Let's hang it from the
Incredible.
ceiling.
I would print this out and have this just like a big print of it in here. Nevada.
Nevada,
Come through
exactly.
Nevada. Yes, Reno Food Systems, thanks for sharing. I love that. It's a beautiful goat baby too. All right, guys. That's the roundup. Oh, it's exactly 8 p.m.
Hey, that was so fun.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for Alicia being gone so I could sit in her chair.
Bye, Alicia.
Yeah. See you, Alicia. Well, you'll be back next week, which is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring back the sparkle.
Bring back. Yeah, Canada.
Oh, and then take pictures of the orchid and everything that you're installing. Well, we didn't put Alicia on this roundup, but she posted a couple photos of the piece that she
Oh, we can do it real fast.
is taking to Vancouver. So they're driving the piece out to Vancouver, installing it, driving home, sitting around for a couple weeks, and they got to drive back and deinstall it.
Ta-da! Yeah, this is it. The heart. And
That's
then
the
the
heart.
orchid. The omega heart. And this is her, just taking selfies in
Wow.
Oregon.
Yeah, it's way bigger when you put it in that perspective. And
And
then that's the...
Saw has been painting it, so Saw's another artist from the Generator that we love that does all
Ooh,
the
I
laser
love
cutting.
the edges.
Mhm.
Really cool.
Yeah, it's coming out beautiful. So yeah. Oh, here's a little video of Alicia.
In
Yes.
action.
Alicia shout out moment.
Oh, I miss her already.
All right, guys. Well, that's all we got for you this week. Thanks so much for tuning in. And as always, remember that you can be on the show, or your friend can be on the show, whomever. Just let us know what cool stuff's happening, in your community here in all of Northern Nevada is up for boosting. So.
Anybody. We're not going to say no.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Just send us an email at info@therenogenerator.com or hit us up on social media, and we will say yes and come film your thing. So, do it. All right, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.